what's up? This is Ben Zinn for Epic Guitar Instruction. Welcome to the lesson. We have a really great one for all of you out there today on a great tune, David Bowie's Fame, chock full of all sorts of interesting funk guitar parts. So we're going to take you through how to layer all of those guitar parts and break it down step by step. So let's dive right in. The first part that we're going to take a look at is this figure here. So this is a really interesting funk guitar part. We're in the key of F, and a lot of these chord shapes are going to be based on some grips that we might already know. The first one based on this F7 sharp 9, our Hendrix chord there, and the other one based on an F7 up in this position here, in the 13th position. It's helpful, I find it's helpful to visualize those chords as I'm playing these parts. Just so I have something to stick to. So the very first thing that we're going to do is we're going to take the top two notes of this F7 sharp 9, and we're going to bend these suckers upwards just a little bit. Not like a blues bend where we're trying to get to a target pitch. We're just pushing them upward a little bit to give them a little bit of stank, a little bit of funk. Now we're going to take the middle two notes here of our chord grip, and we're going to do a little bit of chromatic movement within them. I'm going to take these two notes, state them once, then again, then half step lower, and then returning. So that first piece. Now what we're going to do is we're going to take this grip here, these two notes, and we're going to slide this up to our 13th fret. And I'm, with my middle finger, going to grab the high F right here. Okay, from there, I'm going to start bouncing chromatically between these two notes. So the basic idea in this move is I'm bouncing back and forth, and I'm hiccuping some higher notes in between. And I find it's better flow to do an up pick here on the third string. Now the second time that we repeat this whole series, we're going to return to our top two notes and we're going to execute a bend, but this time I'm going to pre-bend and release. So instead of pushing the notes upward, I want to hear the sound of those two notes falling, and then everything else stays exactly the same. And that all put together is going to sound like this. So that's the first figure in our guitar part for the main section of Fame. Moving on to our second figure, this next piece is going to be played in conjunction with the first piece. So they're playing at the same time when you listen to the recording. Here's the second piece by itself. So once again, taking a look at this riff based on an anchor chord, we have an F9 here and an F13. And this whole riff to me is just based on James Brown style funk guitar playing, if you've ever played this sort of thing. Same basic idea. We're just moving around some single notes before we do some chord hits. So let's take you through those now at this point. We're going to start here with our ring finger, 8th fret at the 5th string, and we're going to state these four notes. Now we're going to come up and bar the top three strings with the index finger, and either with your ring finger or pinky finger here, we're going to add on to the 10th fret of the first string, and then take it away. One strum on each location. The second half starts the same way. This time we're going to, however, slide this shape, and notice I'm changing to my ring finger here. I'm going to play the 8th fret chord at strings 1, 2, and 3, slide up to the 10th fret. Now I'm going to strum 3 more times on the 10th fret and slide back. So that move all together sounds like this. Now, our figure 2 all together. Now let's hear what those two sound like played together. So we can see that both pieces fit very nicely together. There's a third and final piece that's going to find us engaging our fuzz box or fuzz pedal. Overdrive pedal will work if you don't have a fuzz box, but really nice, nasty fuzz sound on the recording. So if you can dial up a fuzz sound, that's going to be ideal. And basically, we're just going to be playing a couple of different riffs like this. And I should also mention I have a phaser engaged for all of these parts as well. So either that riff or the difference here, I'm starting on the 6th string, 8th fret, and working up a pentatonic idea with a slight bend on string 4 at the end of the phrase. Or I'm starting on string 5 at the 6th fret and playing 3 consecutive notes. And as far as I can tell on the recording, it's just pick your poison. Sometimes it'll start here and sometimes it'll start here, just for variety. And in between those little riffs, we're going to bounce down here on the low F note on the 1st fret 6th string. And you know, if you'd like to learn a little bit more about the scales and chords and theory behind how we put all this stuff together, I want you to click on the link that we have down below here in the YouTube description box. Click on that link, and what we're going to do is send you a free ebook that diagrams a lot of this stuff out for you, a free video lesson, and all you got to do is just click on that link down there, and that's from Epic Guitar Instruction. Now also with this same sound, we can occasionally jump up to another voicing for an F dominant chord. We have an F7 up here. And this is the 17th fret, the 16th fret, and the 17th fret on the highest 3 strings. And you'll just do some strumming here occasionally as an accent in your part. And when we blend all 3 of these pieces together, this is what we get. Here's part number 1. Part number 2. And now the fuzz part. Okay, everyone, that's going to bring this lesson to a close. Hope you guys had fun with this one. I certainly did in bringing it to you. And hey, you know, if you like the lesson, give us a like down below. Leave us a comment. Feel free to share our YouTube channel with your friends. Let us know how you feel about it. We're going to have many more song lessons on the way. So share, subscribe, all that good stuff. We appreciate it so much, and we'll see you back here for the next one.